everyone, my name is Epic Hippo from the Fabled Tavern. Now today we're going to be opening up 3 cases of Everfest First Edition, the latest set to hit the shelves for Flesh and Blood. Now, before the filming of this video, I actually avoided all spoilers for this set. So I'm going into this with no idea what to expect. So while you watch, I'm going to try and give a brief rundown on my thoughts on each new card as I open it. So let's get in here and have some fun. Let's see. So this card, Wild Ride. It's a brute action, it costs 2. When you attack with Wild Ride, draw a card, then discard a random card. If a card with 6 or more attacks is discarded this way, it gains Go Again. So you'd have to run the red version. It's draw then discard, so it's not a minus. And it has Go Again. I actually really like that. Oh, it's got no guard, though. Oh, shoot. Brute really doesn't need more of those. I really don't know. Let's see how that one plays out. Steadfast. Okay, it's a Guardian. It's an instant. It costs 3. Prevent the next 6 damage that you dealt to your hero. This is just a defense reaction.
It's an instant, though. That is something different. It's quite interesting.
Okay. So this is just a better defense reaction, because you could use this from your hand against Dominate. Okay, that's really, really cool. I'm pretty sure you'd run this in place of Unmovable then, because Unmovable is 5. But this would be 4 for 3. I don't know. Okay, this one's going to be an interesting one. Oh, here's a ninja action. I know your favorite's ninja.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when Ride the Tailwind hits, the next attack action card with 2 or less base attack you play this combat chain gains Go Again. And then it has Go Again as well.
Sounds like a Benji card.
Yeah, that's a Benji card. Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely a Benji card, but I could also see that being really good in like an aggro Katsu. Because like, or an aggro like Ira maybe? I don't know. Okay.
It's interesting.
Okay, so now we got Wizard, Timekeeper's Whim for 3. Deal 3 arcane damage to target hero. If it's played during an opponent's turn, put it on the bottom of your deck. So you get it back. Putting it to the bottom doesn't seem great though. If it was top, maybe. But it also costs 3. Like, even if you're playing it in that new wizard, like, 3 for 3... Well, to be fair, I guess new wizard just is like a control deck, so, like, this card, like, it doesn't matter if its rates are really, really good. Okay. The only card that's really wowed me so far is Steadfast. Rotary Ram, 0 for with 3 guard, Mechanologist. The next Mechanologist attack action you play this turn gains +3. Okay. If you've boosted this turn, put Rotary Ram on the bottom of your deck. Go again. Okay, that one's really good. Because like you put it to the bottom of your deck, so you keep the card in your deck, so you don't waste the potential boost targets. And you get your next attack action +3, which is always good in any aggro deck. So this could be like for a Mechanologist, like aggro deck?
Maybe.
Okay, another wizard action. Hieroglyphic Protection, an aura. A wizard aura for 2? Okay. If your hero would be dealt arcane damage, prevent 2 arcane damage that source would deal. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy it. So I could see the blue version being really good in the new wizard. The red version would be really good as like an anti-Kano side deck card if Kano gets really good. So like the blue one would be really good in the new wizard if she ever gets an adult version, but otherwise like it's only good if you're against like Ruin Blades and stuff like that. I don't know, that's weird. Like, seems like an interesting card, but I don't know how good it is. Zoom in. Mechanologist action attack for 2. When you attack with zoom in, opt X, where X is the number of times you've boosted. Okay. And then boost. That seems expensive for the boost, for it only being 3. But I guess, like, Mechanologist doesn't have a lot of great boost cards anyway, so having more good, decent 3s is fine. Oh, we got our foil already. Alright. Oh, another zoom in, also blue. That foiling is really nice, though. Holy cow. Okay, so it's the same card. Potion of Ironhide. 0, instant, destroy Potion of Ironhide, attack actions you control, gain +1 armor this turn. I don't think that's that great. See how that goes. So this is a rare.
Ninja attack?
Ninja attack rare. 0. If it was the last attack this combat chain, this attack gains +1 for each other card named 100 wins you control on the combat chain. Go again. Okay, so if there's a bunch of them named that, you could go like blue, yellow, red, and then the red one's like 5. And they all have go again, and so it only cares about itself.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's an interesting ninja. Wax out. Wax on. Ninja defense reaction, 0. If it's defending an attack action with cost 0, it has +2 defense. And it guards for 1. So that means its red is going to guard for 3. And it would be 5 when guarding an attack action. That
I'm not sure how I feel about that card.
the red one's going to be good. Because it guards for 3. And it has potential upside. So in a defensive version, I think that card will be good. Outland Skirmish. Okay, warrior action. Here we go. The next one-handed weapon attack this turn gains +3. The next time a weapon attack hits this turn, create a copper token for 0. So this is just sharpen steel, but better. Okay. So it's just sharpen steel, but better. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. So better Sharpen Steel. Sharpen Steel is already ran as 2 copies in a lot of decks. 2 to 3 copies. Bare Fangs. Brute action, attack 2. Card with 6 or more attacks discard this way, it gains +2. Okay, so again, with the Brute action, that's like net neutral, but 0 guard, so like that's terrible.
It does allow you to draw a card, though.
Yeah, but it's draw then discard, so you'd end up net neutral. So you don't neg yourself by discarding, but you still discard the card you drew, and you discard guards for nothing. So the turn that you have it in your hand on your guard turn, you can't guard. Seismic Surge. Okay, so that just takes up a random slot in here. Timidity Point. Ranger action. Costs 1. Attacks for 5. When it hits a hero, attacks to control lose and can't gain dominate.
I like that one.
You like that one?
There's nothing worse than a hero coming at you with dominate, like, say, a guardian.
Do you have a problem with my guardian?
No, not at all. Of course not.
Drowning Dire. 2 for 4. It's for the yellow version. If you've played or created an aura this turn, it gains dominate. When it hits, you may put a non-attack action card from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. That's absurd.
It is absurd.
If you've created an aura, so high chain, and if it hits, you may put a non-attack action card from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. So just recycle Howling. So this is just like a slight, you can't play it from banish. Like as like whatever that, I can't remember the card's name. It's like one for 4. So you can't play but that one requires you can play it from banish. But this one will be 2 for 5 with dominate, because you just create a shackle, and then you can just attack with dominate. Yeah, that seems silly. Okay. That's a thing. Okay. Payload. 2 for 4. This is good. If you have boosted this combat chain, it gains dominate. Okay. That seems decent. That seems really good. Well, maybe not really good, but good. It becomes 2 for 6 for the red version. 0 to 60 is 0 to boost, so like really easy to turn on. So that seems like a good card. Okay, we got a ninja defense reaction, wax on foil. Gorgeous foiling. Okay, even bigger than that. 0. Play even bigger than that only if you've dealt attack damage this turn. Opt 3, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it has attack greater than the amount of damage you've dealt this turn, create a quicken token and draw a card. And it's an instant card.
That sounds pretty solid to me.
So, attack greater than the amount of damage you've dealt this turn. So this seems like it's going to be a Guardian card, but like, I don't know what Guardian... Okay, so that seems really good. That's going to have to go on the back burner. That seems really good. High Roller. Okay. Brute action 0 for 3. Intimidate. So it intimidates when you play it. If you've rolled a 5 or 6 on a die this turn, instead intimidate twice. Okay, Scabskins. Calm yourself. So the red version is going to be if you've rolled a 4, 5, or 6, instead intimidate twice.
It sounds like Brute's gonna get some fun stuff to play with this
Okay,
go.
so you're just going to have no hand versus Brute. Got it.
What else?
Coalescing Mirage. Illusionist. When it's destroyed, you may put an Illusionist Aura card with 0 cost from your hand into the arena. There's an Illusionist Aura that costs 0?
I guess we're gonna find out.
Well, spoilers. There's an Illusionist Aura card that costs 0.
That art is gorgeous, though.
That is some beautiful art.
Imagine that in foil.
Phantasmal Haze. For 8. Phantasm, and if it's destroyed, create a Spectral Shield token.
That is interesting. Very interesting.
Alright, so they're punishing people for destroying Phantasm now.
And that's a big deal.
Bad Beats. For 0, roll a 6-sided die. If the number rolled is a 5 or a 6, the next Brute attack action card you play this turn gains +5. So we're literally just playing High Roller Brute now. We have stopped trying to play real Brute.
Brute is Brute. They roll the die and that's how it goes.
We're just playing High Roller Brute now? We're not even playing real Brute anymore? We're just playing High Roller Brute? Okay. In the swing, okay? Warrior attack reaction. In the swing, only if you've attacked 2 or more times with weapons this turn. So 1, 2. Target weapon attack gains +1.
That almost sounds like a card designed with Bolton in mind. You think paired with Lumina Ascension?
Yeah, that would be really good with Bolton, but also with, like, Dorinthia on her second attack.
You have to have attacked 2 or more times, though.
2 or more.
Oh, but it is an attack reaction. I failed to notice that.
Yeah, so second attack.
Okay.
So, like, the red one would be +3. So that's 0 for +3. Okay, that's really interesting. Shrill of Skull Form. 2 for 4. If you have played or created an aura this turn, it gains +3. Okay, really? Ruin Blade, calm your shit.
Everyone loves a Ruin Blade.
This is 7 attack for 2. Well, whatever. I guess it's 2. So it's like not that crazy in Ruined Blade, but it is still 7 attack. Oh. Okay, Illusionist again. 1. The next attack action card you play this turn is Illusionist in addition to its other card types and gains +3 Phantasm, and when this card is destroyed, draw a card.
Gives it Phantasm, huh?
Yeah, but if it gets destroyed, you draw. Okay. Pry. Oh, that's an interesting... That's some weird art. That's a wizard action for 0. Target hero reveals a card from their hand. If Pry is played during an opponent's turn, instead they reveal all cards in their hand. You may choose a card revealed this way. If you do, that hero puts it on the bottom of their deck, then draws a card. So, why the draw card? I feel like it would be fine to just negatively a person a card. This doesn't even have go again on it. So if you played it on your own turn, you don't even, like, get to do anything else. Alright. Hieroglyphic. That's the,
That is some gorgeous foiling.
is... Jesus.
All their elemental stuff looks fantastic.
Talisman of Balance. At the beginning of your end phase, if you have less cards in Arsenal than an opposing hero, destroy Talisman of Balance and put the top card of your deck into an empty Arsenal zone you control. Okay, this one's interesting. I don't know if it's strong, but it's interesting because, like, it's like you lose the card in your hand because you have drawn this card to cash in later to get the top card of your deck into the Arsenal zone. So, like, that's potentially very, very interesting. So our first Majestic.
Ooh.
Miraging Metamorph for 1, 7, Illusionist action. When it's destroyed, create a token that's a copy of an aura you control.
Illusionist is getting some fun toys, that's what I'm seeing.
Yep, that seems really good. Okay. No one's ever going to be popping that either, so they're going to have to full block it. Coalescing Mirage, okay. It still costs 0. Like, this is the yellow one. So the blue one was cost 0, the yellow one's cost 0.
It's
so
cost 2.
It costs 0 from your hand into the arena.
Oh.
So it doesn't go cost 0, 1, 2.
So there is something spicy in
There
here.
is definitely something cost. Another bad beats. Seismic Stir. For 2, create 3 Seismic Surge tokens.
I don't know about you, but that sounds an awful lot like a Valda card.
That sounds like Valda. I remember saying that I didn't think Valda would be very good unless she got new cards.
Do you think there's any worth for the other 2 Guardians?
We'll have to see. In the swing, C +2.
Okay.
So that's
So
in
you've
it.
seen
That's
the
good.
yellow and blue version so far.
There's the blue pry still. Fatigue Shot. When Fatigue Shot hits a hero, the base attack of the first attack action they play during their next turn is halved. Rounded up, though. I think the rounded up might kill this. Because 7 becomes 4, just like 8 becomes 4. So its effectiveness is halved as well.
I suppose. But I still find these Ranger
New
cards interesting.
That's true. Like, Control Ranger is
definitely
becoming
need
more
something.
possible.
I would at least entertain the idea of potentially running it.
Yeah, Control Ranger is becoming more and more possible. Halo, yeah, C5 and Dominate, so awesome. Wild Ride. Really, like, I love Brute. I really wish that they got better cards. Talisman of Recompense? Whenever you pitch a card, if you would gain exactly 1, instead destroy it and gain 3. So this it just is like you bank the 2 that you would gain by pitching this. I feel like you could just run a better yellow card in your deck.
Probably.
So I don't know how I feel about that one. Slice and Dice. Whenever you attack with a sword or dagger this turn, it's your first weapon attack this turn, it gains +1. If it's your second weapon attack this turn, it gains +1. Huh? Why does this have 2 separate lines?
It must be for decks that can have more than 2 attacks.
Or this probably has to do with the other colors. This has to do with the other colors. This must be because this is blue. This is the most confusing color to pull first if this is because it's blue.
I guess we're just gonna have to keep going and find out.
Like this is a fine card. Like, if this goes up to 3 on both of them, fine. It's a fine card. But it's like, why are there 2 lines? Like, if it's the first weapon attack, you're right. Like, maybe it's for, like, Bolton. Like, oh, yeah, okay. Saber Bolton, you're on attack number 13.
Why would you want that attack to have +1?
But, like, why do you... why is there 2 lines? If it's your first weapon attack this turn, it gains +1. If it's your second weapon attack this turn, it gains +1.
Maybe the yellow version, that's first attack will be +2. Who knows? We don't know.
Well, why not just say if it's your first or second weapon attack this turn, it gains whatever. We'll see. Maybe we'll pull a different version, and everything will be made clear.
It's early yet.
We haven't even made it past box 1 here. I don't think we're going to be going this slow through all 7 cases, but... Ooh, Blade Runner, this looks cool. For 1, target one-handed with weapon attack gains go again. Your next weapon attack this turn gains +3. That is super good. Holy cow. That's an attack reaction?
No reprise? That's interesting. That's
so your next weapon attack... So this is terrible in traditional Dorinthia. Oh, it's one-handed weapon. Yeah, it's terrible. You can't even run it in traditional.
But you could do Bolton Sabers.
Bolton Sabers, or Kasai, or like Dorinthia Axes.
Yeah, Axes or
Axes
Sabers.
Dorinthia is really good in,
sure.
yeah. Because it's even target one-handed weapons, so... Okay, Seismic Surge, so 2 Seismic Surge tokens. Yeah, Macho Grande. Yeah, I remember seeing that card. Right before I started like cutting myself off from all spoilers, I've seen up to Icelander.
And I think I've seen a couple random arts here and there.
You've seen arts?
And like a single
you cheater.
name.
You cheater.
It's not my fault.
Timekeeper's Whim. So the red version deals 5. Okay. Okay. Zoom in. Fatigue Shot. Okay, so it's just the same effect, but 3 attack. Reek of Corruption. 2 for 4 on red. If you've played or created an aura this turn, when this hits hero, they discard a card. Can we stop with cards that are literally just if you're chained? Like, I understand that this also buffs Viscera in those because of Ruin Chance, but this is literally just if you're playing Chain, gain this effect. Because, like, literally Chain just goes, I make a shackle,
this is just...
and this card gets this effect.
This is just Runeblade doing Runeblade things.
Yeah, like, I just, like, whatever. Like,
you get rid of the problem cards, then you add in more problem cards.
Foil Majestic for 0. You may activate target bow you control 2 additional times this turn.
That's amazing! That's freaking amazing!
That seems good.
Listen.
Okay, so a couple things. What's that bow called? The one that draws you a card?
Isn't that Death Dealer?
Death Dealer? You can activate that a couple more times a turn.
Azalea's gonna love that.
That's decent.
Decent. Are you joking?
You can just activate it 2 more times. So Lightning Alexi was already a thing with a card that manipulated this kind of thing. And now we have Tri-Shot that also does that. And this is a generic Ranger card, so it can go in Lexi. like River Star was
It's
just
a
saying.
0 cost. It's also a blue pitch. It's got everything going for it.
All right. Well, you know, generic
okay
Ranger needed this kind of stuff. Generic Ranger needed this kind of stuff. I don't know if Lexi needed this kind of stuff. We'll have to see.
Azalea is going to love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, we'll have to see if Lexi needed that kind of stuff. Oh. That's a cold foil. So, cold foil amulets. I don't know if I like that.
Well, why don't we see what it does
There better be a lot of cold foils in each box. Okay, Amulet of Oblation. Destroy Amulet of Oblation until end of turn. Target attack action card gains. If this would be put into a graveyard, instead put it on the bottom of its owner's deck. Activate its ability only if a card has entered the graveyard this turn. So a card has to have already gone to the graveyard. And then I can recycle the attack action.
What's the matter? It's a great card. Is it not?
Why? So, okay, so this is the $5 cold foil. That's a gorgeous card art.
I want to see all these cards in foil now.
Yeah, like, oh my god. The first illusionist attack action card you play each turn. It's an aura, and it's 0. We found it. We found it. All right. Each attack action card you play each turn has +2. Okay, you know, there's some aggro.
Can you imagine though? You put that in current Prism with Herald of Erudition.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like Herald of Erudition, War Tune Herald, like just War Tune Herald. I attack for 1 for 9. Sir, ma'am.
And unpopular opinion, you pair that with Phantasmify and then Dreamweavers. That's impressive, in my opinion.
No.
No?
No, I don't want 11.
Listen, Illusionist needed something. We love Runeblade, right?
Yeah. Alright, there's Blade Runner.
Alright.
Blue, so just +1. I'm sure that might see play just for its Go Again, like 1 for Go Again, sure. Macho Grande for 10. Yeah, look at him, yeah. Is that Bravo? I don't think that's Bravo.
That can't be Bravo. That's a young one.
Phantasmal Haze. Yeah, destroyed, create a Spectral Shield. Zoom in. Reek of Corruption. Protection. Rotary Ram.
Again, gorgeous foil.
That is so...
They've never been
oh my god.
bad about foiling.
They have never done a bad foil.
Like, I don't know where they get their foils done, but...
Yeah. Oh, oh, there we go.
Perfect. It looks even better on camera.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
That's so nice.
Alright. Pick a card, any card. Really? Okay. Look at target opponent's hand, then name a card. Choose a random card from their hand and reveal it. If it's the named card, create a silver token and repeat this process thrice. So you do this 4 times. You do that 4 times.
What I especially love is you get to look at your opponent's hand first. So you don't even get to blindly guess.
So if you, like, empty your opponent's hand and then you do this, you can create 4 silvers.
No.
Like, if you get their hand really empty. Like, if you're ninja and you can get it so they've only got 1 card in hand, then you play pick a card. Then they've only got 1 card in hand.
I want to know what these silver tokens are now.
Yeah, we haven't pulled the silver token. I'm sure it's just going to be, like, a better...
I'm pretty sure we're only, like, 8 packs in.
Yeah, like,
So,
that's true. I'm sure it's just going to be a better
there's 7
copper.
cases of this.
Thunderquake. 10 for 6. Heave. At the beginning of your end phase, if it's in your hand and you have an empty arsenal zone, you may pay 3 resources and put Thunderquake face up into your arsenal. If you do, create 3 Seismic Surge tokens.
Okay.
So it just so you pay 3 and then you get 3 Seismic Surge to pay 3 later. So this will just cost 3 for 10 on your turn. Or 2 if you've already made a Seismic Surge token from your armor.
I know people would probably say it's a Valda card, but I can see that being really good in Oldhim, especially when you've got Crown of Seeds at your disposal.
Especially when blue is going to be 8. Twin Twisters. Speak and you shall receive.
Excellent.
Choose one. It gains, when this hits your next attack, this combat chain gains +1, or it gains +1.
Okay.
So it's 1 for 4 with Go Again, or 1 for 3 with Go Again, and if it hits, the next attack gets Go Again. I'm pretty sure this is always just going to be 1 for 4 with Go Again.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but there may be other stuff that we haven't seen yet.
Like
that's
this
gonna
feels
make it better.
This feels a little bit weak, just because 1 for 4 with Go Again isn't a great rate, but like 1 for 3 with Go Again, and 1 for 3 with Go Again isn't great either. So we'll have to see.
It's not bad art either.
No, it's great art. Steadfast. So like there's like 3 for 5. It's crazy. Ride the Tailwind. Hits the next attack action card with base 2 or less. You play this combat chain gains Go Again. So it's 0 for 1 with Go Again. Ride the Tailwind just seems really, really good. Wild Ride, Junk Card, Payload. See, this is the one I think is going to be good. Prevent 1 arcane damage that source would deal. So for the rest of the turn after you've played this, until your next turn, any sources that only deal 1 arcane damage can't hurt you.
It sounds like it's talking about a specific source, though.
If your hero would be dealt arcane damage, prevent 1 arcane damage that source would deal. So any ruin chance just can't damage you. Timidity point. Smashing good time. Okay. The next time an attack action card hits a hero this turn, you may destroy an item they control that costs 2 or less. If it's played from Arsenal, the next attack action card you control, you play this turn gains +1. Alright, so I guess screw you, mechanologists. You had a good run. Everyone can now destroy all items. They have to hit you, so you have a chance. But they can just destroy any items. Good luck. Really cool art.
It is, and that foiling, again, is gorgeous.
Even bigger than that. What a great card. It seems like such a powerful card. We'll have to see how it plays out. Oh, another. When it enters the arena with a steam counter on it, it costs 2. Destroy it unless you remove a steam counter. When you would be dealt exactly 1 damage, prevent it. Okay, so another ruin chant card.
Or spectral shields. Even.
Or spectrals. Oh wow, spectral shields. Harmonized Kodachis. Okay, so anti-ping card.
That's okay then.
That's probably going to see its way into quite a few sideboards, I'm sure.
Probably.
Fast blue, timidity point. Read the glide path. 0 ranger action. Your next arrow type this turn gains +2. Opt 1. Go again. Okay. So, like, even blue for that's good, because +1 and opt 1 with go again.
Ranger's getting some nice support.
That'll be interesting. Drowning Dire.
Slice and dice.
Okay, so now I've just pulled blue again, so no confusion has been fixed. So I still don't know.
But it's foil.
Bingo! Okay! Bingo! I gotta go play a game. I'll see you later. I'm old enough.
Old enough?
To play bingo.
Anyone can play bingo.
When bingo hits a hero, they reveal a card from their hand. If an attack action card is revealed this way, it gains go again. If a non-attack action card is revealed this way, draw a card. 1 for 5 with 3 guard.
Oh, it's an attack.
But they reveal a card, so they get to choose. Okay, so
maybe.
This is a conditional card. Conditional cards traditionally aren't very competitive because they get to choose how to guard it. They get to choose if they guard it. They get to choose what they guard it with, and therefore...
I'm very intrigued by it, though.
But the thing is if they choose to guard it, then they don't want to reveal. If they choose not to guard it, they get to choose what to reveal. So they get to choose what's most beneficial to them at the moment, whether they give the attack go again or whether they make you draw a card. Like, if you still got cards in your hand and they make you draw a card, like, the only way this is going to be good... No, it's not even going to be good if it's got Quicken, because then they just give it go again. Like, because it's not like you can just be like, oh yeah, no, it's got Quicken, so then therefore they can't do go again. No, they can just reveal an attack action. Yeah, no, this card's interesting, but I feel like it's just not going to be good. Oh, double majestic.
Nice.
Sigil of Parapets. Well, it's defending whenever you play a wizard card, it gains +2. But it costs 1. Like, why not 0?
Especially when cards like Sink Below, Flick Flack, all those cost 0.
Yeah, like you're already going to be forcing this wizard to have to cast cards on the defense to make this any better. Why not make it 0?
This is how they're fixing wizard.
Like, like it's such a cool card. It should be 0. Talisman of Tithes. 0. If an opponent would draw 1 or more cards during your action phase, instead destroy it and they draw that many cards -1. Okay, again, I'm not liking these cards that require me to run cards in my deck that don't gain me any advantage. Wild Ride. Silver! We got silver! Pay 3, destroy silver, draw a card. Okay, that's actually really good. That's actually really good. And, like, not in a, like, weird, like, it's sort of good way. Paying 3 to draw a card is basically just a mulligan.
Pretty much.
Like, if you pitch a blue, like, for some decks, this is just a straight up, I didn't want this card, I'm going to trade it for a different card. And this is just an anti-ramp tool, because if this was, like, 2 draw a card, then you could pay a blue to ramp yourself and draw a card. So, like, any of those cards that are actually generating silver have potential to legitimately be good.
Can you imagine that in a foil?
I kind of hope there's foil tokens. We'll have T-Bone. If you control a card on the combat chain that was boosted, the defending hero must defend T-Bone with an equipment. Ooh. Okay, that's good. Especially with Temper. Oh, and it's 0. With Temper in the game, that's really strong. With Blade Break in the game, that's really strong. Now, to be fair, anything with Battle Worn can defend as many times as you want. But this has boost, so if you run a lot of T-Bones, and then you just, like, T-Bone, 0 to 60, T-Bone into T-Bone into T-Bone, you can just work your way through their equipment until you get to the equipment you want to break.
That is a terrifying card for Mechanologists.
That's a terrifying card for, like, so many people to have to go against.
Yeah. Like, anyone that relies heavily on their armor choices.
Yeah, like, and weak, and, like, armors that are weak to, like, destruction options. Amulet of Assertiveness. It's an attack reaction. When this hits, banish the top card of your deck. If it's an attack action, you may play it this turn. Activate only if you have 4 or more cards in your hand. Okay, like...
There is so much potential
This was so close to being, like, a really decent item.
If it didn't have that last line of text, or if they had changed it ever so slightly...
There are so many items. I thought, like, there are so many items in this set so far, and so far all of them have been rather lackluster. This one, I was like, oh! Like, okay, so this one has potential in, like, a red line deck. Like, a lot of red line decks are going to be running a lot of 0-cost cards. So, like, if you're running a lot of 0-cost cards, and you do, like, a 0-cost go-again attack, and then you react with this to banish to draw a card, like, you play it from your arsenal, you had, like, the 0-cost card, and then you react with this to be able to, like, cast a card from the top of your deck. But then the problem is if you're running this in your deck, then you've got, like, dead hits in your deck. Like, you kind of want to be running a lot of cards to hit if you're running this kind of card. Like, so then running this makes it so then you've got cards you can't hit.
I was intrigued by it for maybe Ninja, and then I read that last line and I released the tension.
0 ranger action. The next arrow attack this turn gains +2, and defense reactions can't be played from arsenal this channeling. Okay, so
that is great.
That's really interesting. The fact that it can't be played from arsenal is a little awkward. Like, hand I would have preferred.
But if you can give an attack, say, dominate, and they've got a defense reaction in arsenal, suddenly they can't do that.
That's true. And then the +2 makes it really awkward for them to block.
Yeah. So there's definitely potential there.
Talisman of Creation.
Cremation.
Talisman of Cremation. When you play a card from your banish zone, destroy it and name a card. Banish all cards with the chosen name from each opposing hero's graveyard. So that's a pretty decent one, but like banishing from graveyards hasn't really hit a good point yet. Like, there's not really a great reason to banish from graveyards yet. You know?
That's true.
So we'll have to see. And Teklo Pounder.
That is another mythic.
When it enters the arena with 3 steam counters, and if it has no steam counters, destroy it. Whenever you boost, remove a steam counter, and that attack gains +2. Okay, so this is just more support for like a boost aggro deck. So this is support for a different way of playing Mechanologist.
I'm liking that they're solid effects and they don't stick around. So you get that for what, 3 turns? Or maybe a turn depending if you've got lots to go again?
Yeah.
I like that.
Again. Healing Potion. Destroy it, gain 2 life. Well, okay, so it's a slightly better blue Sigil of Healing, but like I can play Sigil of Healing at instant speed.
What is Sigil of Healing? Continue.
Anyways, I can play it at instant speed. This requires an action. And release attention blue. Amulet of Echoes. Target hero discards 2 cards. Activate this ability only if they have played 2 or more cards with the same name this turn. So they have to play 2 cards in a row of the same name, and they have to do it as the very first thing they do this turn without pitching anything. Party. Battering Bolt.
Ranger Majestic.
When Battering Bolt hits a hero, they reveal their hand and discard all cards other than action cards. Then they lose 1 life for each card discarded this way. For 2, and it costs 6.
You know, that sounds like an anti-wizard card to me.
Except that's an action card. They use actions.
You know, there's potential, and I don't know what to feel anymore.
Talisman of Featherfoot. When an attack you control gains exactly +1 from an effect during the reaction step, destroy it and the attack gains go again.
Exactly 1.
Bolton? Benji? Reaction step only. That's awful. Why? Why?
Someone's.
Wait, look, that looks pretty cool.
Ooh.
Shuffle your hand and arsenal into your deck, then draw that many cards.
Do those come foil? Do items come foil? Besides cold foil.
I don't know. All I know is I have a stupid cold foil Amulet of Oblation here, okay? Slice and dice. Okay, seriously, why blue again? I want to know if this is not just, this has 2 lines of text that say the same thing.
It only comes blue, that's my prediction.
Oh my god, okay. I wasn't even around for spoiler season. I can't imagine how fatigued you guys were with every day or something like these being revealed. I'm just opening these and I'm getting fatigued seeing these. So go again, 0. Yeah, 0. I had to confirm that because for all I know, they're gonna throw a random like this costs 3 to put on the damn field. Destroy Amulet of Intervention. Prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to your hero this turn. Activate this ability only while your hero is the target of a source that would deal damage to you or greater than your hero's health. So
what?
If you would die.
What kind of item is that?
If you would die, prevent 1 damage. Why would I include this in my... This could just be 3 guard. Like, it's a pitch 3. If I was gonna die, I could just use it for an arcane barrier and pitch it and not die anyway. Oh, look, it's slice and dice. Okay. Red, 0. If it's your first weapon attack, this gains +1. And if it's your second weapon attack, it gains +3. Okay.
Right, so yellow.
So there's a reason.
Yes.
For 2 lines.
So if there's a yellow one, chances are that the second line will say +2.
So we have established.
Are you alright?
That 2 lines is okay. Alright, so we got that first box all cleaned up. Let's get to the next one. Deja Vu Potion. Okay. Revel in Ruin Blood. I already know I'm going to hate this because it said Ruin Blood, and I already have Deja Vu from the other Ruin Blood card we've seen here. If you've played an attack action card and another non-attack action card this turn, create 4 Ruin Chant tokens. At the beginning of your end phase, destroy all Ruin Chants you control. So, as long as you attack again, so you go non-attack, attack action with go again, play this into another attack, you're fine because all your Ruin Chants are gone. So basically, you just can't play this and then pass. Because if you pass, you lose all the Ruin Chants.
It's not bad. So
that's really... Yeah. Potion of Seeing. So this cost me a card to look at my opponent's hand, but like the what is it? Pick a card, any card. I get to look at their hand anyway. So like the only reason I'd want this card is to look at my opponent's hand for something like pick a card, any card. Amulet of Ignition. Destroy Amulet of Ignition. The next ability you activate this turn costs 1 less. So, but this pitches for 2. This is, again, my issue. So, if I'm going to be playing this card, I understand Potion, Energy Potion gives me 2. This gives me 1. But this is the next ability I activate costs 1 less. Like, why can't this just be a slightly worse energy potion? I don't know, this seems like a weird... Like, why would I play this? Why would I play this over energy potion? And then if I'm playing energy potion, why would I want to run this as well as energy potion, over energy potion. Like as well, like why would I have 3 energy potions and then this as well? Is my question. Skull Crushers. Whenever you roll a 5 or 6 on a die, your brute attack gains +1. Your brute attacks gain +1, so all your brute attacks. Whenever you roll 1, destroy it. And it only guards for 1? Over Gambler's Gloves.
I don't know.
That feels really aggressive. I you know what? There's a high roller theme in here. I guess if you're going high roller, you just embrace it and go high roller sometimes. But like the amount of power you lose when you roll that 1, then that means that not only did you possibly lose the turn because you were rolling scab skins, you also just lost your gloves. Very good though. Like over Illusionist.
You haven't seen this one before.
No. So, when you play or defend with Fractal Replication, it gains the abilities and effects of all Illusionist attack action cards on the combat chain. It gains attack equal to the greatest base attack amongst attack actions on the combat chain. And its defense is equal to the greatest base attack amongst Illusionist attack actions on the combat chain. And it costs 0 to attack with. That's really good.
That's especially good. That's amazing.
So on the combat chain, so I wonder how that works with heralds that have already hit. Because they've gone to soul. Oh! That's an extended art.
Ooh. Must be a special foiling. Is that cold foil?
No, it's just an extended art. The next time an attack action you control hits this turn, create 2 copper tokens.
Okay.
Okay. This isn't like a really special card or anything, so... Oh, and now I've got a cold foil. And of course it's a frickin' potion! Potion of Ironhide. Attack action you control. Scour. Okay, this is a majestic foil. Destroy X target auras and/or auras with cost 0, or tokens and/or auras with cost 0 controlled by target hero. Then deal arcane damage to that hero equal to the number of auras destroyed that way.
That's interesting.
Oh, look at that finger.
They do such... I can't say it enough, but like, foiling is gorgeous.
It literally looks like he's casting something.
Absolutely.
That's cool. That's really cool. Haven Call. Search your deck for a card named Rally the Rearguard. Add it to this chain link as a defending card. Then shuffle. Activate this ability only if you have no cards in hand. But, like, Rally the Rearguard requires you to discard a card to get its plus defense. It guards for 2, and then it gets +3 if you discard a card.
Well, then... Okay.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Shatter. Warrior attack reaction for 0 until end of turn. Target two-handed weapon gains whenever this would deal damage. Instead, destroy a defending equipment with defense less than the damage that would be dealt this way.
Excuse me?
So it says defending equipment, so you have to have defended with the equipment to open yourself up to this. That's okay.
Caught me off guard, not gonna lie.
Destroy equipment is always good. But the fact that you have to defend with the equipment
You know, that's a nice way to get around Battle Worn.
It's a nice way to get around Battle Worn equipment, and it's a nice way to get around, like, the shield on Oldhim. Because Oldhim's shield stays around forever and can consistently block.
Oh, yeah, you take...
So you could destroy it.
It's got potential. We don't know if it's good enough.
No, especially because we're seeing a lot of one-handed buff cards. Knick-knack bric-a-brac. Okay. Okay, what?
Listen.
As an additional cost to play Knick-knack bric-a-brac, you may destroy any number of copper, silver, and or gold. Search your deck for a card with... I'm already done with this card. Search your deck for an Amulet, Potion, or Talisman in its name. Put it into the arena, then shuffle. For each 4 copper, 2 silver, and or gold destroyed this way, repeat this process.
This screams draft. Oh, look at it. Look at its foil,
What do you mean screams draft?
I don't know.
You're drafting potions?
Yes.
Are you trying to lose? You're drafting friggin' Everfest? That seems awful!
Listen. It's beautiful, beautiful foil, though.
It is actually a pretty nice foil. I'm gonna give it that. Pick a card, any card in High Roller. Alright, well let's get this cleaned up now. Alright, all cleaned up there.
This is box number 3.
Box number 3. After we're done case number 1, we're probably gonna start just like going a little bit faster here. Drowning Dire. That's a new one. Alright. Aether Wildfire. Deal 4 arcane damage to target opposing hero. If it's dealt damage during an opponent's turn until end of turn, action card effects that deal arcane damage. Instead, deal that much arcane damage plus X, where X is damage dealt by Aether Wildfire. So that affects your opponent until the end, like all cards that you do. So if this deals damage, this affects all cards. This isn't your next card. That's really good. That's really, really, really good. That's probably what Wizard needed, was like some big card that could help combo better. In terms of not having to have, like, they needed another combo starter. That it wasn't like Blazing Aether. Like Blazing Aether required you to like do a bunch of little damage and do a big like fireball. This card is more of a like, you could, like, if you get it off for like 7 and then like your opponent blocks 3 of it, everything else is doing +4 for the rest of the turn. That's really interesting and good. I get to see all the pretty cards while you're in bed. Okay, swing big. 2 for 8. If it doesn't hit, the defending hero creates a Quicken token. But why? Like,
why would you run that?
I'm not understanding some of these card designs, especially for Brute. Like,
at least this one has guard.
It does have guard. I'm gonna give them that. But it's not like it's like got other things going for it, like go again or like draw a card. Like it's not strong except for attack. It's not like it's like 0 for 8 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like 2 for 8, like technically, like Guardian actually has 2 for 8. So like this isn't actually that crazy of a rate. So I'm just a little curious why, like, whatever.
It awards your opponent for guarding.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, Guardian already has cards that are that good of rate, and they don't reward your opponent for fully blocking them. So, like, that seems odd to me. Oh, we got a equipment. Helm of Sharp Eye. Attack reaction. Destroy Helm of Sharp Eye. Banish the top card of your deck. You may play at this combat chain. Activate this ability only if you control a weapon with attack greater than twice its base attack. That's a lot of attack you need.
It's warrior though.
Yeah, it is an attack. So it is an attack reaction. So and since you can do it during the attack reaction step.
Let's just say you attack with the Dawn Blade. It's base 3, and then suddenly
all you need is +3.
You've done Iron Song defense. Suddenly that's live.
Yeah, like it's a lot though, and that's an interesting card. I feel like that's more a bolting card though. Your turn.
I gotta go by what I know.
Rolling Thunder. Roll a 6-sided die. Your next brute attack gains +X, where X is the number rolled. Go again. Okay, that one's fun. That one's fun. Like, I'm okay with this one.
And what's nice is it also has 3 shield, so...
Yeah, like this one I'm okay with. Because, like, it's like, what's it called? High Roller. But it's High Roller in a good way, because it's not like, yeah, it could be like 1, you pay 1 for +1, but you could also be paying 1 for +6. Like,
ooh.
Frostbite token.
Look
Gorgeous.
at that.
Alright, I'm gonna need some of those at least. Talisman of Warfare. When a source you control deals exactly 2 damage to an opposing hero, because we have to have exactsies. Destroy it and all cards in all arsenals.
All arsenals.
Okay, so Exacxies gets interesting because I'm Oldhim and I'm okay with all arsenals. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get Exacxies on 2 though. Interesting though. Oh, ninja action. Benji specialization.
Bah!
Wait. Benji specialization means Kasai specialization? Dadadal specialization?
Cavdian specialization?
Cavdian specialization? Okay.
Man, I wish that meant Iris specialization, but she already has
Shiana
one. So...
specialization, maybe?
No.
You're like, no.
No.
Really? Please no. Please no. Okay.
Alright, what do you got?
When it hits, draw a card for each other attack action card with 2 or less base attack you control on the combat chain.
That is insane.
That's crazy.
Listen, I know, unpopular opinion. I think Benji is stupidly strong.
Wait, no.
And now he's busted, in my
He
opinion.
wasn't stupidly strong. This might make him stupidly strong.
It's definitely
you know how
a
you were
boost.
playing Ira? How do you feel about going Benji?
No. Iris for life.
Iris for life?
Iris for life.
But what if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, spring tidings, draw 3 cards.
No, I got no love for Benji.
See cards out of my opponent's hand. If 100 wins was the last attack this combat chain, Winds of Eternity gains +2. When this hits, shuffle all cards named 100 wins you own on the combat chain into your deck.
Huh.
Well.
Huh. I'm intrigued.
Well.
We won't talk about that, though.
We're not going to talk about that one?
Nope.
That's really good. Because 100 wins is that one that already has the combo with themselves.
Yeah.
And then there's a combo to the ones that combo with themselves. Oh my God. One problem with paper boosters, they rip irregularly. Wax on. 300 wins. All right, last pack. Nick Nakabrek. All right. So,
Box 3 complete.
box 3. So we got one more in the case?
Yep.
All right. Let's get that last one out after we clean up. All right. Final box of the case. Oh, wow. Legendary right off the bat. Okay.
Sure.
Silver Palms. Merchant equipment. At the start of each player's hero's turn, if they have less health than you, you may draw a card. They may draw a card. If they do, you create a silver token. If they have less health, they may draw a card. That's weird though. Like you give your opponent the opportunity to draw.
I think this may have been the one I accidentally saw.
Winds of Eternity. Oh, foil shimmers of silver.
Wow. Those are swords?
Majestic Illusionist Aura.
I thought that was nice. Those were swords.
Once per turn, whenever you attack with an Illusionist Aura weapon, put a +1 counter on it. 0. And it's a Spectra, and it's an Illusionist Aura. So this stays on the field, and it would work with your Spectral Shields.
And it's whenever.
Yep. Microprocessor. Data Doll Specialization for 2. Once per turn action, 0, opt 1. Once per turn action, 0, draw a card, then put a card from your hand on the top of your deck. Once per turn action, for 0, banish the top card of your deck. The first time you activate it each turn, gain an action point. Ah, so it doesn't have go again. Okay. So you can activate it once each turn for free, but you can only activate it once for free. Okay. But it is gain an action point, so if you can in some way make it so that you can give that go again, then you have a way to actually gain action points. Ruin Reclamation. When Ruin Reclamation hits a hero, destroy target aura they control. If you do, create a Ruin Chant token.
And look, it's a 7 attack.
For 3, so that's a really good sideboard card at the very least. Oh, Illusionist Majestic. Instant, destroy it. Destroy target Illusionist aura you control. If you do, you may put an Illusionist aura from your hand with cost less than or equal to the aura you destroyed this way. You can activate this only during your action phase.
Arcane Barrier.
But wait, why is this instant if I can only activate it during my turn? That's weird.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Halo is better overall.
Oh, Oath of Steel. Whenever you attack with a weapon this turn, put a +1 counter on it. Beginning of your NVs, remove all +1 counters from weapons you control. Okay, so the only way I see this being really good is in like bolting combo, but you already need so many pieces for bolting combo. Although I guess this is just another piece that you can go off with, because like if you have less attacks, this is just like kind of like another Lumina Ascension, because you could like have this and like 2 Lumina Ascensions instead of 3 Lumina Ascensions, because if you have this, 2 Lumina Ascensions, and a charge card, then you are attacking 3 times per sword, and those swords are going to go 4, 5. No, they're gonna go 5, 6, 7. So you're gonna be attacking for 5, 10. You're gonna go attacking for 10 with each sword. Then you're gonna go like 5 and 5, so 10. Then you're gonna go 6 and 6, so that's 22. Then 7 and 7, so 36 damage total with 6 attacks. So, like, you're not going for, like, insta-game, but, like, that's actually not terrible. Roll. Kaio Specialization, 0. If you would roll 1 or more dice this turn, instead roll that many dice plus 1, and ignore the lowest roll. Go again. Alright, so just like, he's just, what is it called? Just trust the die all the time trust the die. Ooh, fire breathing, majestic. It's 2 for 3, instant for 1. It gains +1 attack. Activate this ability only while fire breathing is attacking. Oh, there we go. You remember that one that when you need to gain exactly 1 attack in the attack reaction step only. There we go. So this card combos with that amulet.
Now we have a reason.
Oh, there we go. So now we can give go again to only this card. To be fair, this card's actually pretty okay. 1 resource for +1 attack is actually decent. Oh, and another majestic. Kraken's Aether Vein. Once per turn, instant, for 3 resources, deal 1 arcane damage to target opposing hero. Draw a card for each arcane damage dealt this way. Is there a way to buff weapon damage?
There must be. Earthlord Bounty.
Okay, that's a Guardian Majestic.
It's a chest equipment. Whenever you draw a card from the effect of an action card, create a Seismic Surge token for each card drawn this way, with temper.
So, Tome of Findall. He makes Seismic Surge tokens. There's not a lot in Guardian that you draw cards with, though.
This is a Rune Blade attack for 0. If you have played or created 1 or more auras this turn, Forming Gloomveil gains go again. If you have played and or created 2 or more, it gains +1 attack. If you have played and or created 3 or more, it gains. When this hits a hero, they can't prevent arcane damage from sources you control this turn. What?
Well, to be fair, making that many is a lot. How many is it?
You have to make 3 or more to get that effect.
And it costs 0.
Yeah.
So you just combo with the other Majestic that creates 4. Ruin Chance. So you just play that into that, and okay. Ruin Chance needs to chill. Ruin Blaze needs to chill.
I got a Kasai Specialization.
Kasai Specialization?
Yeah.
Sweet. I want to know what it does.
Alright, so this is for 0.
Okay.
As an additional cost to play Blood on Her Hands, destroy any number of copper you control.
Oh no, my cash-ins!
For each copper destroyed this way, choose a mode. You may choose each mode twice. Target one-handed weapon has +1 while attacking this turn.
Okay.
Target one-handed weapon has go again while attacking this turn.
Okay.
Target one-handed weapon may attack twice this turn.
Okay, so she's just going Blender.
That sounds really
She's just
good,
going full
though.
Blender. She's just going full Blender. Okay.
That's exciting. I want to see that.
Yeah, she's just going full blender. New Majestic. Nerves of Steel. When Nerves of Steel enters the... So it's cost 3. When Nerves of Steel enters the arena, remove a -1 counter from a chest equipment you control. Okay. Battle Worn and Temper on equipment you control doesn't trigger if it defends an attack with 2 or less attack. When your hero is dealt damage, destroy Nerves of Steel. Okay. So it requires you to go full defense, but rewards you greatly for it.
I also have a new Majestic. This is a Mechanologist card. For 0, Signal Jammer. It enters the arena with a Steam counter on it. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy it unless you remove a Steam counter from it. Each hero can't play more than 1 non-attack action card each turn.
That's really good.
That's very, very interesting.
Makes sense you wouldn't need all the Majestics.
Pulverize?
That's a new one.
Heave 3. When it hits a hero, their first attack during their next turn has -4 attack. This is base 14. It costs 10 though.
10?
Yeah.
But if you heave it, then it costs 7, and if you've done a seismic...
This is a Volda card. If I ever saw one.
But it could be... Nah, that's a weird one, because that could be 6. That could cost you 6 for 14. Potion of Seeing. To look at my opponent's hand. Oh, Majestic. Vexing Quill Hand. Action, destroy it, create 2 Ruin Chant tokens. Go again. Arcane Barrier 1. Ruin Blade equipment. Good. I just noticed that you've got all these cold foils so far, and none of them have been a non-friggin' potion.
That's why I'm thinking they're all gonna be potions.
Oh, that's a new one.
So it's a blue pitch for X3.
X3?
Yep. So search your deck for an aura card with cost X or less, put it into the arena, then shuffle. Go again. That's a Guardian action.
Wait, what? X3 or XX?
X.
So you have to pay 3 and X.
Yeah.
What?
Like, I'm not crazy, right?
So you have to pitch 6. To be fair, that's actually really good because, like, Showtime and Bravo cost 3. So if you pitch 2 blues and get Showtime, then you draw a card, then you give Showtime go again. Although that costs you 2, like, you don't draw a card from that. Oh my god, that's really weird. Like, well, no, because Showtime searches. So if you pitch 2, play Showtime, search for a blue, then you only pitched a blue to play Showtime. And then you get to draw a card on your next turn. Extended Art Nick Brick. So there's Extended Art Majestic. Get that on the camera. You're not on the camera. That's really cool. So there's Extended Art Majestics too. Oh, I got a new Majestic and it looks like it's a Bravo. Bravo, star of the show, Elemental Guardian Hero. 40 health. Okay. Okay. Essence of Earth, Ice, and Lightning. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
At the start of your turn, you may reveal an Earth, an Ice, and a Lightning card from your hand. All 3? That's a lot. Okay. If you do, the next attack action card with cost 3 or greater you play this turn gains +2, dominate, and go again. Okay, that's a really big payoff, though.
If you can make that work, though.
Is Oakenhold an Oldhim special? Oakenhold's not an Oldhim specialization, right? So you could run Crippling Crush and Oakenhold in the same deck? That seems gross.
You'd have to be able to pull it off.
That seems really gross. Like, even if he's just a blank hero, being able to run those in the same deck seems really gross. I have the Fluorescence.
Ooh, Merchant Hero.
Merchant Hero. Okay.
Alright, so I'm assuming, probably butchering it, Guinness. Guinness, what you need! Once per turn action for 2 resources. Each other hero may put a card from their hand on the bottom of their deck. If they do, they draw a card and you create a silver token. If you gain no silver this way, draw a card with go again.
So, it's either you get silver or you draw a card. Hey.
I'm not mad.
Like...
I'm not mad at that.
No. It's kind of cool. Oh, I got another cash out. As an additional cost to play cash out, you may destroy any number of weapons, equipment, or non-token items you control. Create a silver for each permanent destroyed this way. No. Is that a cold foil?
This is a cold foil weapon.
Cold foil wizard weapon.
Look at that. Look at that. That is...
Cold foil wizard weapon.
That is beautiful.
Cold foil kraken.
Man.
Like,
oh,
cold foil crown. There we go. There.
Look at that. Have we seen this one?
We have seen this one.
All right, like that
That's
is
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Enjoying every minute of it. Distracted by cat. Okay. Let's just pretend like we never did that. I hope you had as much fun watching that as I did opening them. If you did, please like and subscribe, as it does help me out as I'm getting started. And I hope you had fun in the carnival that is Everfest.